Hi students, how are you all? I hope all of you are fine during this COVID pandemic by staying at home. Please follow the instructions that are given by the government. Okay, and coming to myself, I am Prasanna, lecturer in the Department of Commerce in KVM Chambers Junior College, Palakollu. Coming to the subject, our subject is commerce. You know that commerce is categorized into two parts, accountancy and theory. I am dealing the theory part of the commerce. Right. In this theory, we have 5 chapters. The chapters are, the first chapter is entrepreneurship. Entrepreneurship. And the second chapter is domestic and international trade. Domestic and international trade. And the third chapter is business services. The fourth chapter is financial markets. And the fifth chapter is consumer protection. So these are the 5 chapters which we are going to discuss in the second year commerce theory part. Okay, first one is entrepreneurship, second one is domestic and international trade, and third chapter is business services, and fourth chapter is financial markets, and fifth chapter is consumer protection. So now we are going to start with the first chapter, that is entrepreneurship. I think you are facing the new word, that is entrepreneurship. Entrepreneurship is very important in today's scenario. Before knowing what is an entrepreneurship, I just want you to tell about the entrepreneur. The word entrepreneur. Okay, here the word entrepreneur is derived from the French verb entreprendre. Okay, here the word entrepreneur is derived from the French verb which means to undertake. To undertake. In earlier 16th century, at that time, the men who led and organized military expeditions is called as entrepreneurs. Later on, the word entrepreneur is applicable to the persons who done the public work, like architects and contractors who done the public work is called as entrepreneur. In commonly, we called entrepreneur as a person who starts his own small and new business organization, which means an entrepreneur is a person who starts his new own small business is called as an entrepreneur in general terms. Entrepreneur may be a single person or a group of persons who starts their own small organization by collecting various factors of the production and bearing the risk. We know that business is nothing but production and distribution of goods and services for the purpose of making profit. If you are doing business, you may have to bear the risk even. Right. So here the entrepreneur is one who starts his new own small business. Here the entrepreneur may be a single person or a group of persons. Here we have to note that a small business. The small business and the entrepreneurial ventures, two are different. For example, every entrepreneurial venture is start up like a small business. But not all small businesses are called as entrepreneurial ventures. because small business may comes under sole proprietorship even. We all know about the sole proprietor, in which the business is started by a single owner by collecting various factors of production or collecting financial resources from his savings and borrowings from friends and neighbors. He starts the business organization. Is called as a sole proprietor. Here the difference between small business and entrepreneur venture is, in sole proprietorship the business is run by a single individual, or he may have some of the employees. Very less number employees will work under sole proprietorship organization, and they deal with existing product. They deal with existing product, process or services which are already exist in the society. Okay, and they are not even focused to grow their business beyond the limits. They just done their business or operations. Those are called as small business organizations. And coming to the entrepreneurial venture, here the entrepreneur starts a business organization with an innovative idea, with an innovative product, with an innovative product, process or services, and they keeps on aim to get higher levels in the organization. Here the difference exists between the small business and entrepreneurial ventures. Okay, then coming, we have to conclude who is an entrepreneur is. The entrepreneur is the person who starts his own small and new business organization, and he collects the factors of production for the business organization, and he bears the risk arising out of the business operations. Here entrepreneurial development is very important for the economic development of the country. Here economic development is depend upon the industrial development. Okay, if industrial development is rapid, if industrial development is keeps on growing, then the economy, country's economy also develops. Here what we have to understand is the entrepreneurs are the seeds of the industrial development. The entrepreneurs are the seeds of the industrial development. For example, like this, entrepreneurs. These are the seeds for the industrial development. Then what are the fruits of such industrial development is? Yes, the fruits of such industrial development is, the first one is employment opportunities, employment opportunities to unemployed youth, employment opportunities to unemployed youth. And next one, increase in per capita income, increase in per capita income. And next one is increase in personal savings, increase in personal savings. These are the fruits of the industrial development. And revenue to the government. How the government will get revenue from the entrepreneurial operations? Yes, in the form of sales tax, income tax, customs duties, excise duties, import tax. By way of this, the government may get revenue. Okay, and balanced regional development. You have to write down all the key points in your notes. Okay, so here the entrepreneurs are considered as the seeds for the industrial development, because industrial development is the booster for the country's economy development, right? So the fruits of the industrial development is employment opportunities to unemployed youth. This is the very crucial problem in the country, unemployment. So, if the entrepreneur operations are increases, we may provide employment opportunities for those youth which are unemployed, and it increases the per capita income, and it increases the personal savings of the persons, and it provides revenue to the government, and balanced regional development will take place because of the entrepreneurship. So, that's why we call it as a entrepreneurship is a key booster for the country's economy. Okay, so the word entrepreneur is derived from the French verb entreprendre, which means to undertake. Now we learned about what is the meaning of an entrepreneur. Now we are going to discuss about the definition of the entrepreneur. Okay, there are several definitions are given by the authors regarding entrepreneurs. Right? So you have to note down those definitions in your notes. The first one is the entrepreneur is one who searches for change, responds to it, and exploits opportunities and innovation is the key element for the organization. Okay, this definition is given by Peter F. Drucker. Peter F. Drucker. He says that the entrepreneur is one who searches for change. He always searches for what? Change, and responds to it. If the change occurs in the society, he responds to it and exploits opportunities. He grabs the opportunities by the way of change. And innovation is the key element or the specific tool of the organization. Here, when he identifying the change in the society, he changes it into an innovative way. For example, in today's scenario, we are facing the COVID pandemic, right? So here what happened, there is a change occurs in the society. The lifestyle of the people is changed rapidly. Because of this COVID-19, we are using sanitizers, masks, and we are taking care of our health. Here, these may be considered as a change in the society. If the entrepreneur, what he thinks that, he grabs that change as an opportunity. That opportunity is converted, like he may take a product which gives the better result in the form of health conditions. Then he go through that aspect and he produces those products which is suitable for today's scenario. This, by way of doing this, he may earns profit. It is an innovative way and innovative thinking by the entrepreneur. So, entrepreneur is one who searches for change, responds to it, and exploits the opportunities, and innovation is the key element or the specific tool of an entrepreneur. This innovation is considered as a specific tool. Innovative techniques will be used in the production formula or the production process, and not even in the products also. Okay, and next definition is, which is given by Richard Cantillon. Second definition, that is given by Richard Cantillon. According to him, the entrepreneur is the agent. An entrepreneur is an agent who buys means of production at certain prices in order to combine them into a product that is going to sell at a price at the moment in which he commits himself to his costs. This definition is given by Richard Cantillon. According to Richard Cantillon, he is saying that entrepreneur is an agent. He buys the factors of production or the means of production, land, labor, capital, raw materials. These are comes under means of production. He buys the means of production at certain prices, the prices which are certain, and in order to combine them while they are buying the production means because the entrepreneur wants to combine them into a product that is going to sell at a price. Why he is manufacturing that product? He want to sell that product at certain price. By doing so, he commits himself to his cost. He is investing in the product now. He will sell those products at future time and then they will get the income. Meanwhile, he bears the risk. What the Richard Cantillon is saying. Okay, so according to him, an entrepreneur is an agent who buys means of production at certain prices in order to combine them into a product that is going to sell at a price at the moment in which he commits himself to his cost. Okay, by analyzing these definitions, we can understand that the entrepreneur is a person who starts his new, small and own business. By doing this activity, he may implement some of the innovative techniques in his organization. Okay, so you have to write this definition in your notes. According to above definitions, we can find the characteristics of the entrepreneur. One of the important aspects. Characteristics of the entrepreneurs. Characteristics of an entrepreneur or right, we can entrepreneur characteristics. The first one is, in the definition, innovation is the key element for the entrepreneur, right? So the first characteristic is an innovation. Next one, risk bearing and organization of production. And next one, decision making. And leadership, and planning. Next one, hard work. Next one, desire for high achievement, and highly optimistic. And independence and foresight. These are the characteristics of an entrepreneur depending upon the definitions that is given by the authors, right? So first one is innovation. What Peter F. Drucker says that innovation is the key element for the business organization, or the innovation is the specific tool of an entrepreneur. So innovatively he thinks about the product to be produced and process to be implemented in the organization. Here innovation is nothing but when we are producing certain goods, by using innovative techniques we have to maximize the output. While maximizing the output, we have to minimize the cost, then only we will get the profits, right? So by using the means of production, we have to get the maximum output which in terms and which minimizes the cost for the production. You have to use that type of innovative techniques in the organization. So entrepreneur keeps on working to improve the output percentage by decreasing the cost for the organization. Here innovation is nothing but producing or the using innovative techniques in the production methods, or the techniques that are already successfully executed by the other persons. They may follow those techniques. Okay, and next one, risk bearing. Risk bearing is another important characteristic of an entrepreneur. Here what happens, the entrepreneur invests in the means of production, which means he buying all the resources that required to produce a particular product in advance. He paying in advance, but he will get the returns when the product is ready and which is sold to the customer, right? So meanwhile he bears the risk. Here if his venture is successful, then he will get handsome profits. If it is not successful, he may suffer with huge losses. So risk bearing is one of the important characteristics of an entrepreneur. He has to focus on the elements regarding risk. What he wants to purchase for the organization, he wants raw material, he has to employ labor in the organization, he has to manage the organization, and he has to prepare a plan to produce the products. These are the costs for the entrepreneurs. The return will comes in the future. So that's why risk bearing is another important characteristic of an entrepreneur. Next one, organization of production. Next characteristic is organization of production. Here the entrepreneur has to adjust or has to focus on those elements which is required to start the production. We know that means of production is land, labor, capital, and raw materials, and so on, right? So he has to arrange all these elements to start the production process. To start the production process, we require land, we require labor to work there, and we require capital to purchase raw materials, payment to wages, salaries, all these aspects we need capital, and raw materials to produce the goods. So entrepreneur has to organize the production requirements that are required to produce a particular product. Okay, and next one is decision making. Next one is decision making. Here we know that in business organization, every businessman has to take several decisions regarding several aspects. Each and everything should be considered which gives the positive result for the organization. which means the businessman has to take those decisions which gives the positive response or positive result for the business organization. Like that, entrepreneur has to take several decisions in each and every day by way of his regular activities, in the just like selection of suppliers, purchasing of machinery, furniture, or regarding all these elements, he has to take decisions. Okay, and next one is leadership. Entrepreneur has to act as a leader because he is taken as a role model by his subordinates. He not only guides them, he not only counsels them, he motivates them to do a particular task. By motivating them, the organization may get the goals is to be reached as early as possible. Leader should be like that. His ways and the means of doing activities will be appreciated by his subordinates. So, entrepreneur has to behave like a leader for the organization. Okay, he motivates the employees. He has to take care of the employees. He has to motivate the employees to do a task successfully. Okay, and next characteristic is planning. Planning is nothing but thinking before doing. We have to think first before we are taking any action in the business organization. Otherwise, you may suffer with losses. Right? So, planning for what? What to do. What to do. How to do. How to do. When to do. And who to do a particular task. Regarding these elements, the entrepreneur has to take decisions like what to do, what kind of products that we have to produce, and how to do, how we have to produce, what are the production process that we have to follow to produce particular product, or when to do, when we have to produce those goods, and who to do. In the organization there are several employees and the work of the employees is to be divided. So, what the work is done by who? It should be decided in the planning aspects. This is one of the characteristic of an entrepreneur. And next one, hard work. Willingness to do hard work is differentiate the successful entrepreneur from the unsuccessful one. In a survey which indicates that a successful entrepreneur work hard endlessly at the beginning of his enterprise and not in the enterprise at his whole life in the enterprise. Starting and ending. These points are to be covered in terms of hard work. Right. So, when at the initial stage he is doing hard work, but at the last stage he may relax. Nothing happens like that. Entrepreneur do endlessly, do hard work endlessly throughout his entire life. Then only the success will comes to him. Okay. And next one, desire for high achievement. The goals in the business organization of an entrepreneur is highly decided because he is not like earlier I told about sole proprietorship. In that what we have said, the sole proprietorship form of business organization is not intends to growth. But here the entrepreneur is thinking about the international operations. I have to increase my production process from here to somewhere else. I want to become a business leader and I want to become a market maker. These type of goals is set by the entrepreneurs. So, this high achievement will motivate them, will strengthen them. They are not care of misfortunes. Even this motive will influence them if their organization is getting losses, but they are not discouraged. They motivate themselves as it is not my goal. I have to keeps on doing hard work. Then only I will reach what my aspiration is, what my goal is. So, they have the strong desire for high achievements in their business organizations. And next one is highly optimistic. Here, is highly optimistic. Whatever the problems that they are facing now, they feel that it is not continued in the future. The future conditions will definitely favorable for our business organization. We need not to take any worry regarding the present conditions that prevails in the society. So, optimism will make them to reach whatever they want in their life. Right? So, entrepreneurs are highly optimistic peoples. And next one is independence. Here, the entrepreneur is to behave like an independent individuals. They are not want to guided by others. They are not taken the path which is directed by the others. They want to become independently. They are not dependent on others. Right? So, independence is one of the important characteristic of an entrepreneur. And the next one is foresight. Here, foresight means he has to visualize the changes that appears. Okay, he has to visualize the changes that appears in the society is to be foreseen by him, which means he can see whatever the changes that are happening in the society is to be observed, and he is a great visualizer. His vision regarding the future will gives him the positive results. He has to estimate the upcoming changes in the society, and they adopt those changes as opportunities. So, foresight is one of the important characteristic of an entrepreneur. Okay, then the characteristics of entrepreneur is first one, innovation. Innovation is the specific tool of an entrepreneur. Innovation means doing new things or doing things that are already being done in a new way. The next one is risk bearing. He has to arrange all the factors of production in advance. If he is succeeded in that, he may get handsome profits. If not, he may suffer losses. So, risk bearing is another important characteristic of an entrepreneur. Next, organization of production. So, he has to arrange the factors of production like land, labor, capital and raw materials to make the production in the motion. So, organization of production is one of the important characteristic of an entrepreneur. Decision making. He has to take several decisions in the regular life of the business organization. Okay, leadership. He has to motivate his employees. He has to behave like a leader. Okay, to reach the organizational goals. He has to appreciated by his subordinates by his leadership skills. Okay, next one, planning. He has to plan about what to do, how to do, when to do and who to do a particular task. Hard work will differentiate a successful entrepreneur from an unsuccessful one. They work hard endlessly. With their sweat-filled experiences, they can obstacle. They can reach any goal by doing hard work. Next one, desire for high achievement. The goals are fixed as high levels. They want to reach that goals at any cost. Right? And highly optimistic. They are optimistic regarding future. They are not disturbed by the present problems. They feel that future will definitely gives the best result or the best situations to operate our business. And next one, independence. They behave an independent one, which means they are not guided by the others. They follow what they want to do. And foresight, they clearly visualize the likely changes that are happening in the society. Okay, these are the important characteristics of an entrepreneur. In today's session, we learned about who is an entrepreneur and what is the definition of entrepreneur and different characteristics of entrepreneur. I hope all of you are getting the classes. Please note down all these things in your notes. Thank you.